everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Hope everyone had a great day at door dashing or delivering food from Grubhub or Uber Eats. And hopefully the customers got all their food delivered as they expected it to arrive. Well, I don't know about you, but today in the Lee Summit area didn't seem that brilliant at all. Just start a bit early, but really didn't really put a lot of effort into it. First of all, it was but it was pretty much shite, really. There were several things going on in the area. I know down in Greenwood they had some event going on that I think was probably going up to about 9 o'clock or so at some park down there, and they had a car show or whatever in the afternoon and some hay rides going on. We actually had lunch down there with the family at the Greenwood Tea Room. But then so after that, sort of now I came home because I was wanting to meet someone to measure up for a ramp in the house, and also to run up the truck as well. But anyway, but no, we went back out a bit later, and it's same old story for us, really. It just doesn't seem to work well for a in the daytime. I don't think I've got a couple of wing stops that are picked up, and other than that, really weren't at all brilliant at all. Did a Grubhub order that actually turned out to be a double order. I didn't even look at it, and I was somewhere else. I'd dropped over by Blue Springs, I think. I was coming back from Blue Springs. Anyhow, it was the pick up over the China Dragon, and which was a ways, but it turned out it was like a 20-mile journey for $28, I think it was. And but most of that I would have been coming back from Blue Springs area. So anyway, I decided to take it because I was coming back this way anyway. I hadn't been to China Dragon for a while, and probably won't be bothering to go there after that. It seems to be just one person certainly in the on the reception or hosting, whatever, and doing the delivering food and such to people at their various tables, and taking monies and dealing with various drivers coming in to collect orders. And it's just the one person that's in there. So it must have kitchen staff, but how many I don't know. But I got down there. I wasn't happy that it was a 2-order job, but okay, but they weren't too far apart, I suppose. But it was a bit of a wait, and I would have thought. I mean, if it hadn't been so rushed, I would have thought that it would have been pretty much ready in the first place, because I'd given them quite a ways to get there. But like I said, it was pretty busy in there. There was another Grubhub driver in there. And also, it was bloody hot in there. Oh, it's bloody hot. What else was in there? It was just people waiting to pay. And it's not the ideal place to try and squeeze in. I mean, you come in off the door, and there's people stood here at the side, and then the counter's right there as you come in the door, and there ain't a lot of room to manoeuvre. It's a bit of an odd setup, but it's especially when it's so darn busy. There was a lot of people that were wanting to pay. There was people that were waiting for their orders to take away. And there was drivers in there, or at least 2 of us. And I was waiting on 2 orders, and it was becoming a nightmare. And then when the first house that I delivered to, and this is my problem with both Grubhub and Uber Eats, their maps, they need to adopt it like they do with DoorDash, because DoorDash will at least show you the numbers on the houses, so you know you got the number where you're going to, etc., and you can see what the house next door is, or up the road a bit, so you know if you've made a cock up, you know which way to go deal with it. But there's no numbers on the houses, and the first bloody one I go to, they're not going up in 2s, they're going up in 4s. And so I was a bit confused on Vipping, trying to find that out, and why the people didn't Vipping just flash their Vipping porch light or just come out and wave. I really don't know. It was I told them there was a hold up at the texted them to say there was a hold up. But anyway, I was weren't happy with that one. And then the second one to go to, it's on the corner of the street. It's quite a nice, it's a nice neighbourhood over by Lake Winnebago. And they've got all this scaffolding on the front of the house. Well, I thought, okay, they've got the garages over on the corner, on one side of the corner. And then you go around the front of the house and there's all this scaffolding. So I drove around the front, and there was no way to get to the, that I could see from the road to get to the house easily. So I went back to the, parked up by the garages, and then walked away around by all the scaffolding. Why the bloody idiot people didn't actually mention that in their notes, I really don't know. Because it was pretty flipping dangerous to be wandering around down there. Not so much for the scaffolding, even though it was a bit of a... Because I had the big catering bag, because it was a big bloody order to take. And to squeeze around between the bloody bush and try and get through the... between the scaffolding and the bushes, and not treading all their bloody plant work, which maybe the workers had done, I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't going to be me. Then get up on the steps. There was some cabling and some other stuff that was at the front of the step. It's like, why the bloody hell didn't you mention this? Or why didn't you just get your ass out there and just come and assist in a way? I mean, I know that they paid, but it seemed to be quite a bit of a hectic place to be. Anyway, so the Grubhub order I wasn't too impressed with, but... And then even worse after that, we left there, and I'd done went to Master Wok, had an order from there, and it was to, and we hadn't done a Master Wok, even though we ate there like a bit last week, if it was last week or this week, and but we would always go through the drive-through as they told us to do. So we did that today, or this evening. Go through the drive-through. And the kid opens the door, and I said, opens the window rather, and I said, looking for whoever the name was. And he went, oh, okay. And then he suddenly shot back, and he goes, oh, I see that was a DoorDash order. Can you, all DoorDash orders, you have to come in the front. Okay, last time he told us to come around here. Great, now I've got to go around the front. So I have to go all the way around the building because there's madness over this side because it was a bit rough terrain, I suppose. So I went all the way down the other end, come back and that. got out the front and the food was just sat on the counter with DoorDash pickup. There was nothing special about doing it. They used to just hand it out the window to you. So I don't know what the change was there, because that just seemed like a waste of time. But anyway, I took that, delivered that, and then my wife decided, well, let's go to Arby's, get something to eat. She wanted something there. Oh, okay, well, I wanted to try one of their gyro sandwich things that I keep advertising. Now, the staff, the young girl that served us was pretty nice and helpful. However, the food was pretty yuck. So we won't be going back to Arby's. It was bloody horrible, actually. Oh, the neighbour across the road just shoved something up his exhaust and the bike. There's more traffic out there tonight. Maybe he'll become a cropper. Anyway, Arby's, it's got a bad taste in my mouth. It's horrible grease. Oh, it's just absolutely yucky. So we're pretty much looking to find something to get rid of that taste pretty soon once I get indoors. But no, there was several hand it to me's tonight that I did, and went to Comrade's Kitchen, excuse me. Hadn't been there for a while either. And as soon as we parked up outside, I generally just dump the van outside. I don't care. I'm only going up the steps. Put the hazards on and go up there. So I get up, as soon as I open up, as I'm walking up towards the door, it's getting louder and louder. Open up the door. Oh, crap. So there was no point in talking to the host and hostess that were at the front there. I went, this. That's what I'm here for. What's that, shiny? Anyway, the girl went off and got it. And then I shouted over to the kid. I said, bloody hell, it's loud in here. And he went, what? So we were virtually on each other's ears. We couldn't hear what. It was mad in there. They had a band in there. Old band by the looks of it. But anyway, they were rather loud. Couldn't hear a sodding thing. How anyone orders anything in there, I don't know. But I was pretty happy to get out of there. Went and delivered that, and don't think we've done too much after that. We earned all right, but got up to quota. But I don't know. You know, last Saturday, we did pretty well, and before that, it was Sundays were becoming to be the best day. Well, Friday night, last night, was pretty darn good. I mean, we did all right. It was going all the time. Saturday, maybe it was because there was so much going on. I mean, like I said, that thing going down in Greenwood, that seemed to be seemed like it was going to be a big event, judging by all what was reading about it. And what else was going? There was a fall festival, I think, over at the park at Lake Jacomo, Fleming Park, and that at Missouri Town. I think they were having it. We went through to see the bison, but we didn't go into the festival at all. But there was some traffic in it out that way. And then there was something else somewhere else. Oh, God, there's that bloody American Royal barbecue going on. So, and who knows what else was going on around the area. I can't tell you all what was going on. But it's, maybe everyone was out doing that. Maybe they'd all had a few too many to drink, or had stuffed themselves at the various festivals and just didn't want to order anything in. Maybe it would have gone better later on at night. I don't know, but anyhow. And hopefully tomorrow, or Sunday rather, is going to be a good night, good day with it. Well, good evening at least. Because it hasn't... Oh, excuse me. I got bored so much of falling asleep. It wasn't good. Saturday night sipping seemed to be a rather... doesn't seem to be very lively, does it? I mean, maybe it is when you're in Kansas City or something, like downtown. I don't know. I don't go up that way, but it's it just doesn't. I don't know. I've come from London, and whenever I was cab driving there, Friday and Saturday nights, it was going. I mean, I'm not talking about doing food delivery, even though I did do that, but with some people we'd order up and get the cab to deliver it. I go down to the local Indian restaurant or something, pick up the food and take it to them. But it would be going all night long. And I mean, I would work nights when I was doing it. And, you know, I start like 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, sometimes earlier. Sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock. Depending on how busy it is. Fridays were typically a very good pick up from the airport or whatever. People coming in from being away from work for the weekend, or coming home from an holiday or something, or just coming in for the weekend to stay with people or something. But either way, I mean, we've got to go down to Gatwick and Heathrow a lot. And then, of course, you get Friday nights, Saturday nights. It's all taking people to restaurants, or taking them to clubs, or picking them up from the clubs, or picking up, taking them back to airports, or pulling people out of the boozers, out of the pubs, etc. So, I mean, it just seemed to be like, and I'd be going, I mean, Friday and Saturday, what the heck is wrong with his dipstick? Anyway, it would be going all night long. I mean, I'd be going like till 3, 4, 5 o'clock. What the heck? It would just be going for very, very late. But here it's different. It's very different. Maybe it's different doing the Uber driving and that. I don't know. I don't really want to get involved in it anymore. Done enough of that, picking people up and dealing with people. Having them in the car, and that's weird. Oh, I tell you what, last night, Friday night though, oh God, it was Night of the Bloody Living Dead. I don't know what had happened, but went to Jason's Deli for one. Went there to go eat first of all, and then went back to go pick up an order. And but first of all, when we went in there, it was like the kid that was ripping over the counter, he would like, here's your drink. Like, bloody hell, mate, cup it, or no, here's the cup, because I don't know what, all we do is get water anyway. It's like, okay, let me lean halfway across your flipping counter and get it. Oh, come on. Show some effort into it. Just seemed like there was no effort there, and there was several others like in there too. I don't know if they got new staff in that. Well, they have. They got new staff at Jason's Deli. They moved their location from, it was only a couple of miles away of that. And they seem like they got this new staff in there that don't appear to be much help, to be fair. When it was at the other location, they would come out and whether you were DoorDash or not, I suppose. They'd just come out and bring the food to the car. I mean, I'd be get halfway out the car anyway, or the van, trying to go in and get it, or at the time, yeah, I mean, I would get out and get it, and they'd just jump out and go bring it over to us, or sometimes they'd just park up and they'd just come out and give it to us. I mean, sometimes they were really busy and they didn't have enough staff, and you just go pick it off the shelf or whatever, or one of them would tell you, hand it to you. But this one, I don't know, this lot, they seem to be, and it's a lot closer too. The weird thing is their doors, I think, are a lot closer to where their curbside pickup thing is. Anyway, that wasn't the only one. Oh, good grief. I went on a, can't remember what was picking up. Was it Sickies? Or maybe it was a Mint. Might have been fun from the Mint. And last night again. And I delivered over to one of the Donovans, the main building at the Donovans. And the bloke had written in the notes to go to which door and that, and to you call on the call box. Well, bloody hell. And he'd buzz me in. All right, I get there. Okay. Well, it only gives you like their first name and their last letter. So I look down and I'm trying to find their first name, or what I thought was their first name. Apparently it wasn't. Anyway, finally I figured that out. In the meantime, this flipping bird has walked behind me, and she's trying to get in, but she's waiting, and but she's another DoorDash. Anyhow, get onto this bloke, and then he's like, well, where did you find my last name? Well, you don't have to be a bloody rocket scientist, mate. You letters start with a D and a Y. I mean, it's either going to start, the first name's either going to be the D or the Y. And if you haven't got it up there one way around, it's going to be the other bloody way, right? Anyhow, after that, he's like, well, you can come up or I can come down. And I go, whichever bloody way you... Anyhow, he came down. And then I didn't realise that the dozy bird that was behind me, who was some bloody teenager who was, I don't know, she was part of the living dead. And she's like, she can't figure out how to use a machine. I've said to her, you know, she didn't say that she was there for the same bloody bloke or anything. And she calls the bloke and says, I don't know how to do it. I've tried, but it ain't working. Well, I just bloody well did it on there myself. Anyway, she didn't seem to be. See, all the way there, it was like that. One of them ones. It's like, bloody hell, you must be the charming one of it in DoorDash. Good grief. Go back and work at McDonald's or something. Or better still, go Whataburger. They could do with some help. Anyway, suddenly the geezer comes down. I'll give him mine, and then she goes in and flipping gives her his. Anyhow, maybe she was new at it, I don't know. But I mean, most of it being other drivers I get to talk with and that, whether they're Grubhub or whoever, DoorDash, and they talk to me or talk to my wife as well, who's sat in the van sometimes, or most of the time. But anyway, yeah. And then there was somewhere else we went to, and it just seemed to be the same. People seemed a bit more livelier today. Teenagers seem to be a bit more livelier today from what I saw. But anyway, yeah, it's been definitely a challenge today, that's for sure. Definitely a challenge. It's getting harder to choose which days to actually go out and do anything. Like, I gave up early tonight. I think gave up probably around about 9:30, thereabouts. No, it might even be, yeah, at 20 past 9. Just decided just to go home. I said, oh, we'll take a slow drive home and see if we can find, if anything pops on along the way. I said, we'll go to the Quick Trip and grab a couple of snacks to bring home or something, and I'll grab a cup of water, etc. And yeah, just a couple of stupid orders came in. Oh, one order that I got came in, or one offer, excuse me, $2.81 for Summit Grill. Those of you that know what Summit Grill is in the area, it's a not a very cheap place to go. So when some dipstick flipping puts down that they're going to give you $2.81 to deliver probably an expensive flipping dinner, and it's a quick hell no. Anyway, it would have been a hell flipping no anyway, regardless of what it was, because it was $2.81. Anyhow, whether they got their food, they probably didn't, and that's quite well deserved, I think. I mean, it was going like 8 miles away, I think, 6 or 8 miles away. Doesn't matter. It ain't happening. There were several offers that I saw that were actually ridiculous ones, but as I've said recently in recent videos, I'm trying not to even bother to take pictures of those, because it just ain't worth it. I'll tell you what, tonight. So we finish up, and I go to a Quick Trip on the way home. Decided I need to go to loo, and the keys are in there flipping. Obviously, taking the restroom flipping name a little bit extreme. He's in the flipping toilet snoring away. and then as I was leaving, someone was coming out of the cleaning room with all the gear, so I guess they were going to sweep him out. I don't know what they did with that one. Yeah, that was quite funny. Falling asleep in the toilet in flipping Quick Trip. Elf. Anyway, it's always something, a Quick Trip. But yeah, I had one dog that tried to get to me tonight. He wanted to come and have me for an appetizer. He was behind the door, but in fact that was the pizza that I picked up from Comrades, I think. But yeah, it's a crazy day. But yeah, it was would I go on? I'm debating on whether I really want to go out on the Saturday evening now. It's Sunday, I mean tomorrow, or whenever you listen to this, it's this Sunday. I see the Chiefs are playing the, oh bloody hell, what they call, Buccaneers or something. I don't know, I don't care. I'm not into the NFL, so I really don't care. But they're that's at like 20 past 7, I think I read tonight, is when the kickoff's going to be. So I imagine we're going to have a pretty busy evening tomorrow. So we'll be out ready for that, that's for sure. And see what occurs. Hopefully there's going to be people that are going to prep for that. Lots of jack stack orders or Firebirds, etc. that are going to maybe get some catering orders, etc. I'm hoping so, at least. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully, anyone that's doing the early morning, or anyone that's already worked Saturday and Friday too, hopefully it's all been a profitable one for yourselves, and it's all been stress-free. Hopefully all the customers have got their food delivered as they wanted it, and hopefully it continues. Hopefully you get your food delivered tomorrow, or for if you're watching a Chiefs game, or whichever bloody football game you're watching, NFL, whatever, sports. And hopefully it all goes well for you and you get your food delivered as you wanted it. And hopefully all the drivers have a profitable, safe and stress-free time. Alright, well, as usual, don't forget, like, subscribe, click the little bell icon if you want to be warned of when I'm putting out yet another video, which I try to do on a daily basis, but generally doesn't work all the time. Sometimes my content, even I get bored watching, or trying to edit at the end of it. Anyway, at least this one's so far not an hour long, so that's something to be thankful for, and it gets uploaded a bit quicker from on my end, at least. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Like I said, like, subscribe and click the bell button. And if you feel it was entertainment for yourself, then share it with your friends or family. And even if you didn't like it, maybe you can share it with someone else that you just want to, that you don't like and just want to torture with me, rabbiting on all the time. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-da.